big day today for Gator fans all over the place. And coming up at 5:20 in the Sports Express, we will talk about what's going on this weekend here at Lakewood Ranch Country Club with the Paula Creamer Classic, so everybody knows when to come here and what to do. And we'll be back from Lakewood Ranch Country Club, Don Brennan for ABC 7 Sports.
Thank you, Don. We'll talk to you in a little bit. And we had fabulous weather today.
All right, when the Cardinals take the field on Sunday, they will have an extra supporter here on the Suncoast. A former Cardinals center will be rooting for his former team and teammates. These days, Michael Grudadoria is a Suncoast entrepreneur trying to get his fledgling car magnet business off the ground. It's called Arm Magnets.
Started out with this cool product, got licensing, and hopefully by next season it'll be available in every major retailer.
Before he was a slimmed-down businessman, Grudadoria was a beefy NFL center. He played for several years with the Arizona Cardinals, so he has a vested interest in the Super Bowl this year.
Having lived and been a Cardinal for a good portion of my life, I'm elated that finally the Bidwells get their opportunity to taste the championship. But the fans that have been true to the Cardinals since Chicago to St. Louis to now Arizona, they deserve it.
The pinnacle of his career, the pinnacle of any player's career, is the Super Bowl. He won the Super Bowl with the Rams in 2000.
It was life-changing. All the hard work and bumps and bruises and broken bones has paid off, and no one could ever take being a champion away from you.
Obviously, the hero of that Super Bowl was the man who took the snaps from Michael, Kurt Warner, and now Warner tries to get the Cardinals to the mountaintop for the first time. It all comes around.
He's been there before. He has a lot of resources that he can tap into, and they're running on all cylinders right now, and they're going to be a force in the Super Bowl.
Grudadoria is now retired from the NFL, but he has a Super Bowl ring, a Super Bowl trophy, and he made this Super Bowl sculpture himself. Now he's just content sculpting a successful company.
We got NFL licensing, collegiate, National Hockey League, and NBA, so we're definitely on the right track. That's something pretty cool.
Here he is, Rafael Nadal, talking about something cool. This was something hot. 5 hours. His semifinal match lasted against Mr. Fernando Verdasco, fellow Spaniard, but eventually Nadal came through, winning in a grueling match there. You said you watched it. It was a great match. Unbelievable. So he'll meet Federer. Federer tries to beat tie Sampras's mark of 14 major wins on Sunday for the final.
All right. Thank you, Don. We'll be right back. You're watching ABC 7 with sports director Don Brennan. This is ABC 7 Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. Today we are honoring a former athlete of the week, Dominique Rogers-Cromartie, who is a Lakewood Ranch graduate and is playing in the Super Bowl this week. His grandfather, Charlie, should be the employee of the week, month, or even the decade. He's 83 years old and still works every day.
Y'all have a good day now. Thanks. And enjoy the nice warm weather.
That laugh and the unwavering smile of Charlie Cromartie is what most people remember about him when they come through Sarasota-Bradenton Airport. The longtime Skycap has a little extra pep in his step this week because his grandson is playing in the Super Bowl.
Oh, it feels great. A lot of people's coming up to me and talking about him, you know.
His grandson is Dominique Rogers-Cromartie, a rookie sensation who's playing for the Arizona Cardinals. Dominique is fully aware that his grandfather and others in the family set the tone for working hard to accomplish your goals.
We was a family that if we ain't happy, we was going to work to get it. And to this day, they still working. And, you know, that's what really kept me motivated, man. I never seen nobody give up in my family. And they instilled that in me.
Dominique had to work hard to get noticed, but at Lakewood Ranch, he stood out in football and in track, and the former athlete of the week does not take lightly what he has accomplished.
That opportunity don't come around that much, and I was blessed to even have that opportunity, man. And just to come from small Bradenton, then from a small school, and just to have the opportunity to play in the league, man, is just amazing.
He had 4 interceptions during the season, one that he returned 99 yards for a touchdown. He had another interception in the Cardinals' first playoff game, but it was a surprise even to him that he would be a first-round draft choice in the NFL.
I didn't realize until, like, I would say after the combine, you know, after the things I did at the combine, I realized, man, comparing myself to other corners, I said, man, I might have a chance. Even then, I was still skeptical. Even then, I thought, you know, I'm coming from a small school, they might still just sleep on me a little bit. So I was just prepared for anything.
He may have been prepared for anything then, except for the onslaught of ticket requests for this Super Bowl. The problem is, Super Bowl's in Tampa, and now everybody and their brother's calling him for tickets because he's the local guy.
I done lost count, man. It's really been that much, you know, coming back to home. You know, I got to look out for my family first, and that's what I tell them, man. Everybody that calls or texts, I say, man, if I can spot one, if I can get one, then I can see what I can do. But other than that, it's going to be hard.
His proud grandfather, I'm sure, will be glued to the game. But even though there's a ticket waiting for him, he will stay here locally on the Suncoast to watch it on TV.
Be more comfortable. I had a stroke in 1991. I can't hardly walk. I could go. They want me to come, but I'm going to rather stay here and go to the Super Bowl party.
Whoever does end up using Dominique's tickets will see a one-sided game, according to Charlie.
I predict it'll be a blowout.
Great guy. Everybody loves him, and he's always cheerful, happy. You know, it really makes everybody feel special. And, you know, after that stroke, he couldn't walk or couldn't talk. I mean, at all. So he's really come a long way. 83 years old, works every day.
And what an example to his grandson and to everyone else of hard work and dedication.
Yeah, and everybody who comes through, they find out his grandson's in the Super Bowl, and they're just pumped for him. You know?
He's a local celebrity now, too.
Yeah.
Don, thank you. Great story. We'll be right back. You're watching ABC 7 with sports director Don Brennan. This is ABC 7 Sports. Don has been all over the area today since early this morning.
Yes, very, very busy, David. An important day for our local community and these local players.
It's a wonderful day, and I did have some help from some of the guys here. And the most momentous Suncoast signing today was Palmetto's Kedrick Johnson, who became the first Tiger to commit to the University of Florida, but by no means was his the only one. At 8 a.m., Booker defensive lineman Arthur Jeffrey Jr. committed to play at the University of Tennessee for new defensive coordinator Monty Kiffin.
That's one of the best defensive coordinators in the NFL. Now he's in college, so, I mean, I know he's going to coordinate some great things on defense. Look for a national title real soon with him.
Jeffrey's Tornadoes teammate Casavius Ray will head up to Newark, Delaware to play for the Blue Hens. Soon after that, in Palmetto, Johnson made his desire to play for Urban Meyer official by signing on the dotted line.
I just want to be a Gator. My whole family's on board with this decision. They support me, and I love them for that.
His teammate, Damian Copeland, will play wide receiver for Steve Cragthorpe down at Louisville.
You know, I like Coach Cragthorpe. You know, he ain't afraid to air the ball out.
While a third Tiger teammate, Marva Carley, will tote the ball for Western Illinois, and Alexis Love will run track for the women at Murray State. The Manatee Hurricanes had two big signings as running back Ben Axon will play for Steve Spurrier and the South Carolina Gamecocks.
Having the opportunity to play Florida, Alabama, Georgia every week, I mean, I think that's probably the biggest priority to me.
While Canes teammate wide receiver Eric Williams will continue his football for former Joe Canaan assistant coach Danny Hope at Purdue.
I figured they got 5 receivers leaving, and I can come in and help the program right away with a good coach like Coach Hope that has coached under Coach Canaan.
Down in Sarasota at Riverview High School, the Rams had 4 commitments. Andre Booker is heading to Marshall. Garrett Wagner will be playing Ivy League football for Dartmouth. Running back Ronnie Bright heads to Dominique Rogers-Cromartie's alma mater, Tennessee State, and Ronnie Hardison will be a defensive back for Elon, while student body president Carlton Shelley Jr. will take his next academic steps at West Point.
The integrity, the character. I mean, this group of people, it's amazing. That's why we play football, so you can be around people like this.
Up at St. Stephen's, there were a slew of signings, as they too had a West Point football commitment in Joshua Breitweiser. They also had a commitment to the University of Florida in Megan Pack.
Great golf program, and the coaches are nice, team is great, and the environment is a big school, which is what I love. I love a big campus.
Later in the morning at Venice, they had 5 players sign letters of intent, 2 of which will play D1 football. Running back Dree Archer will play for Kent State, while Ben Steele, a lineman, was torn, but he chose Toledo over Florida Atlantic. The last signings of the day had Craig Montgomery of Cardinal Mooney becoming a Georgetown Bulldog, and Steve Iruli became the first Florida commitment for new head coach Terry Bowden at Northern Alabama.
Terry Bowden took over as head coach, and he really likes me. He knows what I can do. Went up to the university last weekend. Love the campus.
All right, so it's a great day. You know, I mean, there's so many kids. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I mean, I had help from the crew today, which was great. And it's just so wonderful to get up early and right off the bat. I mean, I get tears in my eyes when these kids hug their parents and they talk about how much it means to be able to have made them proud and help them out. And it really is such a wonderful, wonderful day.
Yeah, and we're going to have to continue to follow these young athletes.
In college, huh?
They all promised that they would stay in touch and let us know how they're doing. And also, you know, one of them's going to Delaware, Casavius Ray, and also today Pat Devlin is transferring from Penn State to be the quarterback at Delaware next year. He'll be able to start right away, so he's
big night for sports fan here on the Suncoast.
It doesn't get much bigger. The biggest name in sports, guys like Tony Dungy, Magic Johnson, they're all here for the 5th annual Dick Vitale Gala. It's a fundraiser for cancer research, and sports director Don Brennan joins us live now from the Ritz-Carlton in Sarasota with more. Hi, Don.
Scott, thanks a lot. And right now I'm with one of the guests of honors. And I think this might be the guy who decided yesterday he's coming. He's the big star, or we're going to find out from him. But Tom Izzo, 2 straight Final Fours. He's got a national championship under his belt, Michigan State head coach. Tom, what's it like to be the guest of honor at such a big deal?
Well, anything Dick Vitale's involved with, to be the guest of honor is a big deal. And the Jimmy V has been so special. The Valvano family does such a great job with Dick. And I'm thrilled to be here. I've been here a couple times as a regular guest, and now an honored guest makes it even more special.
What I mean, it's amazing. Dickie puts the bat signal out and everybody comes.
Yeah, he just, you know, he's a special guy. It's not that he's twisting arms either. What he is he's passionate about what he wants to get done, and he's so thoughtful on it, and he's so honest about it that you just kind of find yourself coming together with him. And that's what happened to me, and it happened to me a few years ago, and I've been down here, I think, 3 of the 4 now, and love being here.
You know, Tom, I know it's sad, like lawyers, some college basketball coaches get a bad name because they're always looking for the fast buck, but you have stayed at Michigan State. You could have gone anywhere. You just want to stay in Michigan. You've only left for, what, 9 months of your life? Why?
Insanity, you know. I'm up there where there's 11 months of winter, 1 month of poor sledding, you know. You guys down here, you got that nice weather, but Michigan State's been good to me, and you know, we've built a pretty good program. We're hanging in there year in, year out, and got a pretty good team next year. So if I don't screw them up, who knows? We got another chance.
I don't think that's going to happen. But does it? What's it mean to you? Know, like guys like, you know, that doesn't happen so much anymore. The Gene Cady, John Woodens, that you will be always affiliated with Michigan State.
Well, I look at Jim Boeheim and Mike Krzyzewski. You know, those guys have done it. They've been good role models the other way, and you know, I always tell our players, you got to leave a footprint where you're at, and to do that, you usually got to stay long enough. And sometimes in this profession where we're hired to be fired, it's not easy to do that. So I've been fortunate. I've had good assistants. I've had good players, and I've had a good administration. You put those together, and usually you have a chance to win, and we've had a chance, and thank God, one more than we've lost.
All right, the big question. I know you're the biggest celebrity there is, but there's supposedly one more big one coming. Are you a Kenny Chesney fan? Is that who's coming? You got to give us a. You got to give us a scoop.
I heard those rumors over there, but you know, Dick, he wouldn't even tell me early today. It's funny because he keeps talking about it. I talked to Mike Greenberg today from ESPN, and he wouldn't give me the news. I don't think he knew either. But whoever it is, it's just special. The number of coaches he gets here, the number of celebrities, and if it is Kenny Chesney, I know one thing, my wife's going to be really excited.
Excellent. Tom Izzo, thank you so much. A wonderful basketball coach at Michigan State, the guest of honor here at the 5th annual Dickie V Gala. We're at the Ritz-Carlton, Sarasota. Scott, Lauren, back to you.
Folks in our newsroom are excited about Kenny Chesney. If it's him, we'll find out. Don, thanks.
Tom Izzo's loyalty runs pretty deep there.
It does. He just sounds like a fun guy.
Thanks, Scott. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
The king, the court, it's all good, right? Opening drive, 52 yards for a touchdown. Ryan Fisher hitting Michael Glover. Michael putting his gloves on that one. 52 yards and 7-0 Braden River. Second quarter, Braden River looking to pass. Fisher again, this time to Sherrod Niesman Glover. And he scores. It's a 14-0 Braden River. So DeSoto going to get the kickoff. And there they go. They're off and running. Looks like he's got some room, but he's got a lot of arms grabbing at him. And those arms pull the ball away. Braden River would recover. And that would go later to convert to a touchdown. Second quarter, now Tevin Bryant runs. Look at this guy. I told you he's a weightlifting champ, and it shows in his running because he powered his way in for a touchdown. Go to the third quarter. Antonio Washington now going to break the long run for DeSoto. Or no, that's Marcus Shaw. I'm sorry. Marcus Shaw goes in now. It's Washington, Antonio Washington. He breaks off the run. Looks like he's got pay dirt. And again, a hand reaches in, knocks the ball loose. But DeSoto would recover on the 1-yard line. They would score a touchdown, 27-13, cut the lead to. And then Tevin Bryant for the Pirates. Look at that. He's got speed. He's got power, 31 yards, and a touchdown for the final score, 34-13. Braden River wins it.
We kind of saw our progression for our program and where we were going and how we've kind of closed the gap to really what had been the class of the district when we were in a district with them. So it was real important.
All right, the Riverview Rams played host to Booker tonight at the Ram Bowl. The Kilty Band revving everybody up at the bowl. First drive for Booker, and they get big time early. Jermaine Leverett back to pass. He hits wide open Jeff Callahan across the field, and there goes Jeff out of the backfield. He takes it down inside the 20-yard line. And that was turned into points when Leverett going to hit Ricky Jones Jr. on the inside screen, and he hits the end zone for a 7-0 Tornadoes lead. The Rams, though, would answer with some tough smash-mouth brand of football that they're known for. DJ Edwards goes untouched in the end zone from the 1 to tie it at 7. Both offenses struggle from there, however. Leverett, the snap goes off his fingertips. Looked like it was quicker than he expected. Fortunately, Booker does recover. The Rams also had problems running the ball tonight, getting everybody back. They got those two strong backs in Edwards and Evans, but Edwards is stuffed right there for that run. Now, Riverview does try to get 3 points from way out. Dan Grachowski has the distance, 48 yards, but to no avail. Riverview wins it 42-20. The high-flying act, that is the Manatee Hurricanes, took that act to Lakewood Ranch tonight to play the Mustangs, but it was Reggie Lindsay and the Mustangs getting going first as Lindsay. It's Octavius Washington, as they so often do for a 7-0 lead, a touchdown. Manatee would answer. Breon Carnes pitches to his cousin Chris Carnes. Chris takes off. Look at him go. Nobody can catch him, but he fumbles the ball. You got to take that into the end zone if you're going to score. Thankfully, Quentin Bundridge was there to fall on it for a 7-6 lead. They missed the extra point, so the Stangs still leading. The cheerleaders trying to get everybody going. Manatee got a sack and a touchdown for the lead a little later. Then with the ball against Breon Carnes, airs it out for Ace Sanders. And it's a great catch and a great play for a touchdown. These two have played together since they were like 6 months old. They were throwing teething rings at each other. That's how well they know where each other's going to be and where the ball's going to be. Lakewood Ranch, though, battle back. As Lindsay going to keep it himself for a nice run here. Look at him go. He gets some nice yardage. They had their chances, the Stangs did, but things just kept coming up short tonight. It just didn't work out for them. Manatee wins it 35-14, and here are some of the road scores from around the Suncoast. Welcome back, everybody. Trey Burton, the Venice quarterback, is going to Florida to play next season. So, too, is Southeast Jonathan Dowling. They play against each other tonight, but Burton may actually be throwing to Dowling at the Swamp in years to come. See, Dowling plays safety, but he also plays wide receiver. I'm sure he was hoping to catch a couple of Burton's passes from the opposite side tonight. And there are the cleats that Mike Jenkins donated. The former Southeast standout now with the Dallas Cowboys donated the whole team. He got cleats for everybody. First quarter, and Burton hands off to Josh Boyle with a nice gain there before he's brought down, but he gets the first down. Then from the 7, Burton looks to go to the air. The outlaw Beckett Wales maybe, but no, he's covered, so he has to tuck it and run. Nobody does it better than Trey Burton, and he goes in for a 7-0 Indians lead. The ensuing kickoff. Well, you got to see him come in. There he comes right into your living room, give a little chest bump. Now the ensuing kickoff is taken by Bo Brand, and he is on his way. Watch this. He's going to come right into your living room, too, just like Trey Burton, although he's going to try to take me out. I need my legs, son. I need my legs. You can't take me down. But the Seminoles could not convert. Venice would have the ball against them. But Boyle coughs it up. Isaac Pinckney going to jump on it for Southeast. But again, the Indians D held tough in the second quarter. Dyron Spate back to pass. He eludes the rush as he does so well, and he's going to hit Devin Bacon on the run. Then Bacon going to elude some tackles down the sideline. Gets a nice 30-yard pickup, and that sets up Spate again. This time to the air, he hits Dowling, who's going to muscle his way in, diving into the end zone to tie the game at 7-7. Later, Bo Sarabola going to be back for the punt. And crazy Bo Sarabola, he's going to be off and running. Look at him go. He's going to take this one nice. Look, nice stiff arm there. Finally, about 45 yards later, he's brought down, but that sets up this Burton dive into the end zone fake me out, cameraman, for a 14-7 lead. They led 14-10 at the half, Venice did, but all Venice in the second half as they win it 34-10. Now the Charlotte Tarpons and their standout running back, Mike Bellamy, hosted the Green Wave from Fort Myers. Coach Binky Waldrop going against Coach Sammy Sirianni Jr. These two played together in high school at their respective schools. Binky at Charlotte, Sammy Sirianni at Fort Myers. His father was a longtime coach, about 45 years at Fort Myers. Mike Bellamy in the first. Takes the pitch from Kyle Midget deep in the Green Wave territory. He goes. Bellamy is just phenomenal. Later in that drive, Bellamy again. This time he takes it to the house for a 7-0 Charlotte lead. Fort Myers, running back Travis Reed, can take the handoff, but he fumbles the ball. Tarpons recover the ball. They're jacked. So right on the next possession, Midget looking, finds a wide open Nick Stevenson for the long touchdown. 14-0 Charlotte. And they just kept pounding on. This used to be a huge rivalry, but it didn't look that way tonight. It looks like Charlotte, who keeps putting points on the board. Midget again back to pass. This time finds Alex Mutt for the Tarpons touchdown. Those two have been playing as long as Breon Carnes and Ace Sanders. 21-0. Scary moment, though. Right before that touchdown, Bellamy gets tripped up, and he was hurt. He was down for a while. He did walk off, though, gingerly. Charlotte, however, won big tonight. Hope Bellamy is okay. They won it 56-6. Raymond Woody Jr. returned to his old coaching grounds at Bayshore tonight with Palmetto. First quarter action. Palmetto's Donald Campbell Jr. rolls out. On the run, hits Brian Ackerman. Watch Ackerman go across the field. He's going to thread his way 60 yards down to pay dirt for a touchdown, you think, but no, a penalty would bring that one back. So Bayshore has the ball now. Manuel Lynch drops back and hits Cedric Washington on a crossing pattern, but then he gets buried. Look at that pop. Number 55 laying the leather. He would walk off on his own accord, thankfully. For the Bruins, they couldn't get a first down, so they have to punt after that. The punt over the head of Zach Foster, and it sets up a Palmetto touchdown because they would recover. So watch this. Marquise Green stays on his feet. Watch the second effort here. Think he's down. No whistle blows, so he keeps going. He's into the touchdown. Nice. Zach Foster would split the uprights from 40 yards from Bayshore. However, Raymond Woody Jr. comes back to haunt his own team with a 27-9 Palmetto win. Bradenton Christian Panthers played host to First Baptist Academy earlier today. Day game, the Panthers' offense is strong, but it was their defense that got them going early as Christian Catlett digs this pass off the turf for the INT. And then it's the touchdown machine. David Schopfer taking the handoff from Miles Braxton Johnson, picking up the first down with the stiff arm. Braxton Johnson then going to go to the air. He says, I got Schopfer. They know he might be coming, so we'll go to the air. Egan Friedenberg, all 6 feet 6 inches of him, grabbed the ball over the defense for a touchdown. First Academy goes to the air again. And again, the Panthers defense pounces on the ball. Josh Thomas with the pick. Braxton would then hit Colton Goodwin for the first down, and they go on to win. 42-0 Bradenton Christian does. And that's all the highlights we have for you tonight on Football Friday Night. But you can log on to mysoncoach.com whenever you want to see the highlights of all the games, anytime, anywhere. And special thanks to Bob Harrigan and Scott Dennis. As always, have a wonderful weekend. Welcome again to Week 7 of ABC 7's Football Friday Night. Our game of the week this week is the annual battle of the county namesakes, Sarasota against Manatee. Tonight they played on Sarasota's turf. The Sailors would try to weather the storm that the Hurricanes would bring in our ABC 7 game of the week. And start out, the Sailors honoring Brian Meeks and the gang, some former football stars and coaches in the first quarter. Sean Hurley, the Sailors quarterback. Look at this. He keeps it himself at over 20 yards. on the opening drive. The drive ends, though, in a missed field goal. First quarter still Manatee. First drive intercepted by Terrell Brown. He returns it for a touchdown. It's a pick six. Sarasota is up 6-0. And Mike Blakely going to take the pitch from Breon Carnes. They have so many weapons. Big yardage gain right here. Blakely, every time he touches the ball, he's dangerous. Look at him go. He's reverses direction. Oh, my. Finally forced out of bounds. And that would result in a touchdown on the drive, 7-6. Manatee, then Sean Hurley going to fumble it for the Sailors. Recovered by Marcus Dawsey of the Hurricanes. And that would set up this 18-yard touchdown pass from Breon Carnes to Mike Blakely. Who else? Manatee up 21-6 at halftime. So we go to the third quarter, opening kickoff. And he's ubiquitous. Ubiquitous Mike Blakely. He drops the ball on the kickoff. I think it was a ruse. I think he did it to let the defense over pursue because he picks it up, and he goes all the way 90 yards for a touchdown. 28-6 Hurricanes later in the third quarter. Carnes again. This time he's going to keep it himself. He's like, this Blakely's got too much stuff tonight. I got to keep it myself. 59 yards for a touchdown. Look at that nice move right there. And he goes in for the touchdown, 35-6. Now, Sarasota will get 2 late touchdowns, but Manatee wins at 35-20. This is what Coach Canan had to say about tonight's victory.
We've been able to put together a good fourth quarter, and if it was close, we were able to stretch it out. A little disappointed tonight in our performance late in the ballgame.
All right, the Southeast Seminoles coming off a tough loss to Venice, took on Braden River thanks to Katie DiGirolamo and the volleyball team. Everyone decked out in pink. They raised thousands of dollars, the volleyball team did, with Volley for the Cure. Giovanni Francois hobbled by an ankle, but he did play a little bit, down 7-0. The Pirates had a key third and 8 in the first quarter. Stephen Fisher hit Sherrod Naismith, who makes the catch, stays in bounds for 20 yards and the first down, but the Seminoles defense stiffened. Right here inside the 2-yard line, they make the goal line stand by stopping Kevin Bryant on 4th and goal. Kevin Bryant is hard to stop, so when you stop him on 4th and goal, that's big. They could do nothing with it, and then Bryant gets the ball in the next possession, and he fumbles uncharacteristically. The Noles have it again shortly after. Dyron Spate going to hit Bo Brandt. Bo's going to catch it and then do what he does. Yards after the catch, but he fumbles the ball. He coughs it up. Braden River is in business again, but they could do nothing with it. They have to punt, and Brand will get a chance to redeem himself. He takes the punt. He makes some moves. He's going to bring it down inside the 2-yard line. Look at him go. And that would set up Wayman Bowden, the human wrecking ball, going in for a touchdown to 14-0 Seminoles lead. Now, their defense was huge tonight, the Seminoles was. They got the ball back, and Spate going to hit Devin Bacon. And he's shaking Bacon right here for a 22-yard gain. Look at that shake and bake right there. Boom! Knocked out of bounds. But that would set up another Spate pass. He drops back, rolls out, and he lofts it up for the big guy, Jonathan Dowling, who's right there for the catch. Easy money. 21-0 at the half. And the Seminoles rolled to a 33-6 win tonight. The Outdoor Academy Thunder played host to Evangelical Christian of Fort Myers, a powerful team whose star former athlete, Corey Lynch, is playing with the Bucks right now. Now, the Thunder's A.J. Strong is bringing the Thunder on this carry and this drive because A.J. is strong into the end zone. Look at him go, bulling his way. Brett Timmons allowed to put it on cruise control tonight. Just hand it off to A.J. and let it go. And look at this, then on defense. Who else but A.J. Strong? He makes the INT. Nice catch, backpedaling. Look at him go. A.J. so strong. So, what does Brian Rigoni do? The quarterback, he says, hey, I know what to do. I know whose number to call. Number 3. Look at Brett. Look at Brett's jacked up. Coach Timmons, baby, says, Rigoni, give it to Strong. He makes some moves. A little stiff arm there. Oh, breaks it inside. 80 yards for a touchdown. His second touchdown of the night. For A.J. Strong, the Sentinels would turn it over on downs. Rigoni hands off to his brother Chris, who gets the first down. Just about a second before the half, he finally goes down. And again, they give it to A.J. Strong. He goes in for another touchdown. ODA was thunderous tonight with a 39-28 win. Here's a look at some of the on-the-road scores from the Suncoast. right, the Venice Indians. They were raising money tonight for the Susan G. Komen Foundation for breast cancer awareness, along with the Witty Women. The Witty Women were doing it. Coach John Peacock wearing pink for the cause. Now, he looks good in pink. It might have gone well back in college when he was using hair straightener, believe it or not, when he had hair. Little known fact right there, scoreless game. Trey Burton keeps it himself, takes it in for the Venice touchdown, his 13th rushing touchdown of the season. Next possession, Northport's Amari Price. Going to go through the line, but he can't hold the ball. And Venice, after a long pursuit, would come up with it. I think yes, Venice has the ball. So what do? They hand off to Josh Boyle. And he breaks through the line, breaks it outside, and this guy can run. He has really done an excellent job. He gets down to the 3-yard line, replacing Dree Archer, who was off to Kent State. And then, so he gets down within the 5. So Trey calls his own number again, takes it in for another Venice touchdown, 14-0, and that's his 14th touchdown rushing of the year. So it worked out well, 14-14. Next Northport possession, same outcome as the last Bobcats. Drake Sunderland takes the hit and fumbles. Venice does recover, and they would make the most of it. Burton drop back to pass this time. Spreading it around, Bo Saravola. Crazy Bo Saravola for the touchdown, 21-0 Venice Indians lead. Trey had 2 rushing touchdowns, two passing touchdowns in the first quarter. So he went up to 14-8 for his totals. Here it is again, all the time in the world. Look at that. He could have a sandwich. And Evan Boone is open for the touchdown, 28-0. Venice goes on to win 55-0. Cardinal Mooney Cougars return home tonight to play Lake Highland Prep. They've been on the road for a couple weeks. Justin Adler sitting this one out. Not a good sign. Grant Flessner back to pass for the Cougars. He throws the ball. Is tipped. Zach McCarroll picks it out of the air near the end of the first quarter. He has a nice run back for Lake Highland Prep. So it goes to the beginning of the second quarter. Same drive. Quarterback Bobby Borky fakes everyone out. The cameramen, the players, the coaches. Scott Markuski, though, does a great job on camera. Borky scores 17-0. Trailing 20-0, that's when Flessner's crew got on a roll. He hits Dylan Knopke for 18 yards and a first down for the Cougars. Later in the drive, same old story. Flessner back to pass. Who's he hit? Knopke again. This time for 19 yards. Another first down. And they are rolling. Looks like, oh, hey, we're starting to get our little momentum going. So Flessner, this time he rolls out to his left. This is one of the hardest throws as a quarterback to make, throwing the same way you're rolling out to. And who's he hit? Jake Bornstein, who toes the line. Tippy-toe, tippy-toe. It's a touchdown. Unfortunately, that was the only score the Cougars would muster tonight. Lake Highland won at 41-6. Bayshore Bruins began the season 2-1, but are now 2-3 and 0-1 in the district. They took on a very angry Booker team tonight. Booker scores first. Jeff Callahan goes through. He fumbled, but they say he broke the plane, so it's 7-0 Tornadoes. Callahan gets the touchdown. Bayshore would answer. Alex Jackson going to take the handoff, break a tackle, and then move the pile. He scores from 10 yards out. Point after touchdown with no good, so Booker still led 7-6 when quarterback Jermaine Leverett keeps it himself, rolls out, and goes 20 yards in for the score, 14-6. Tornadoes led, but Ajax could not be suppressed tonight. Look at him go. He's going to take it down the sidelines. Nobody's going to touch him. 71 yards later, he's got a touchdown, 14-13. Booker and Fred Gilmore's telling his team, we got to stop the run. We can't win without stopping the run. Dominic Everett would go on the ground for Bruins for 14 yards, and it was 23-14 Bayshore. And everybody was happy, cheerleaders, fans. Everett going to get the ball again and goes in from 15 yards out, and he would score again, much to the delight of the crowd and the cheerleaders. On this kickoff, 2 Booker players collide, Rolando Ramos and Lawrence Ford-Hars. He would be okay after a while. It was a long run back, but Bayshore would not. Booker would not be okay. Bayshore won it 50-14. That's all the highlights we have for you tonight. Thank you for joining us. Always, you could log on www.mysoncoach.com. Enjoy the highlights anytime, anywhere, and have a great weekend. And thanks to everybody who helped out on the show. That's it. And that gets me so ready for Football Friday night. And right here, welcome to Week 7 of ABC 7's Football Friday night. The Charlotte Tarpons ended the Venice Indians season last November prematurely, if you ask the Indians, when the two teams met in the regional semifinals in the playoffs. Tonight, the Indians had a chance at revenge. You go to the videotape. First quarter, Venice interception. Kyle Rogers intercepts that Kyle Midget pass. Deep into Charlotte territory he goes. So it's first quarter, 3 yards. And a cloud of dust for Trey Burton. He dives in. He is in for the touchdown. And watch this, a rare show of emotion by Trey Burton. Boy, he is jacked. You don't think revenge is in the factor there? Then Mike Bellamy takes it in for a quick dive, ties it up at 7 apiece. We go to the second quarter. Burton looking. He drops it off to Justin Grant. Justin makes a move and goes down the sideline. Somebody's jockstrap is on the ground there. It's a touchdown, 13-7 after the missed extra point. Still in the second quarter, less than a minute till half. And Joey DeGata takes the Kyle Midget pass and down to the 1-yard line. He is not in. They mark it at the 1, so Midget takes it himself, goes in for the sneak, and it's 14-13. Charlotte leads at the half. So we go to the third quarter. 2 yards out, Trey Burton again. Look at him just power his way in there. He is just like Tim Tebow. As I said, he'll be running the Wildcat next year. So after the two-point conversion, it was 21-14 Venice. Then Jamal Bohomid goes in for a touchdown, 28-14. Fourth quarter now. Charlotte with the flea flicker. Bellamy hits Alex Mutt on the run. Mutt goes in for the 65-yard touchdown. That draws him within 31-21. But Venice goes on to win 31-28. I'm sure they're hoping to play in the playoffs again now that Palmetto Tigers have had trouble getting on the board this season. And they were playing the Riverview Rams tonight. Early in the first, Riverview quarterback Travis Trichler, he's back to pass, he's scrambling, but he gets hit and he fumbles the ball. Palmetto would recover at the goal line. They can't do anything with it, so they got to set up for a field goal. But look, Riverview blocks the field goal. So no go, no points out of that for Palmetto. But then Riverview, a little later, got to try their own field goal, and Palmetto blocks it. Look at that. Tit for tat right there, and then Ty Scott picks it up. You're going to hear the end of the half horn blow, so he's got to score if he's going to get any points out of this. And look at him go. It looks like he is going to score. About 65 yards later, he's finally taken down. So Riverview luckily saves any points. It was zip-zip at the half. Palmetto's first drive, the second half. They're going to get on the board. Right here, Marquise Green with a 40-yard touchdown run, the only touchdown of the game. And Palmetto adding now a 41-yard field goal. Brandon Tarpley, these guys always have great kickers. And Palmetto wins it 10-0 over Riverview. The Outdoor Academy Thunder played host to Shorecrest Prep at Twin Lakes Park tonight. Early on, quarterback Brian Rigoni looks for him, finds his brother Chris. And Chris would take it in for the touchdown. They're getting on the board early. They score a lot of points, this Thunder team. Later in the first, it's the Rigoni connection again. This time, Chris catches it, but he's kept from the end zone. Just barely gets taken out of bounds at the 1-yard line. A.J. Strong would run it in for a touchdown. A lot of touches for the Thunder offense. Rigoni hits Jamie Onifrak. Onifrak, tight end, going D1 next year. That's a first down right there. 3 plays later, Strong has to punt, and he boots it, and it's a beauty. Look at this. Watch. He's going to get the roll. It's going to end up being about a 60-yard punt, but it doesn't matter. You know why? Because Shorecrest jumped offside, so it's 4th and 2. They decide to go for it, and A.J., he almost gets taken down, but he stays on his feet. 65 yards later, he's got himself another long touchdown, second time in as many weeks. The defense got into it as well. Shorecrest passing. But Ryan Kaminsky says, not in my house, Eddie. This is my house. The Thunder roll, a 48-6 win. And here's a look at some of the scores from on the road on the Suncoast tonight. All right, welcome back, everybody. The Manatee Hurricanes took on Braden River at Joe Kinnear Field tonight in a non-district battle. It was homecoming at Manatee, and the Canes and the Pirates, amidst all the festivities, took on the game. Opening kickoff, and Chris Carnes gets hit and fumbles. The Pirates come up with it, so Stephen Fisher goes to work, but he gets sacked on the rollout by Taylor Shipley. Then, a little later, he's going back again. He gets sacked again. This time it's J.D. Jackson, and Fisher is hurt. He was down. He would have to be helped from the field, and he would have to leave the game. Hope he is all right later. Pirates miscue would help the Canes get better field position. A late hit on Mike Blately out there. So Breon Carnes capitalizes. 30-yard touchdown pass to Chase Sandberg. Another weapon in that arsenal. Chase Sandberg with the touchdown with Tevin Bryant. Reared his head as he powers for this nice run, picking up 25 yards. Look at him go. He's a burst of power and speed. And that set up Fisher's brother. Ryan comes in to replace him, and he keeps it himself for the touchdown, goes in for the score. The Pirates hung tough, but the Canes went on to win 14-7 tonight. The Southeast Seminoles and the Sarasota Sailors played at Southeast. Mike Jenkins, former Southeast player, with the Dallas Cowboys now. He's on a bye week. Giovanni Francois, great defensive tackle, still troubled by an ankle injury, playing a little bit. First drive of the game, Dyron Spate. It's Devin Bacon, and Shakin' Bacon moves into the end zone for a 7-0 Knowles lead. The ensuing kickoff was the lone first-half highlight for the Sailors. They had trouble getting it going. Marcus Riley going to take the kick at the 7-yard line. And look at him go. He breaks some tackles, makes some moves, finally gets nailed. And Jonathan Dowling lays down the law. About a 50-yard return there, but they had to punt, so Spate was back in business. He hits Adrian Richard on the sideline for 25 yards before Kevin Bird brings the pain right there. But that set up a run for a first down right here. Spate keeps it himself. He would score later on the drive. We go to the second quarter. Spade again in scoring position. He rolls out, looks for and finds Bo Brand in the corner of the end zone. Nice catch for Brand. He just kept piling on. It was 27-0. Then later in the second, Spade gonna roll out. He buys time. He's looking. He finds Bacon across the middle. And then Bacon's gonna make some moves, pick up some yards after the catch for the first down and more. Spade roll it out again this time the other side, and he finds Richard in the back of the end zone. Richard gets both toes down quickly. Another touchdown. Desmond Blue, not Desmond Blue, I'm sorry, but for the Sailors, nice defensive play here to prevent a touchdown. They would run it in a moment later, and Southeast would ranch and drop back the pass. He's looking for Danny Clifford. Clifford takes the pass, goes down the sideline after making a nice move. He gets down to the 1-yard line before being forced out. Karen Laws would take it in for the Stangs. They led 7-0. But the Bruins would come right back as Action Jackson. Alex Jackson, number 10, off the fake dive, gets it outside, goes 15 yards unscathed into the end zone to tie it at 7. We go to the second quarter. Lindsey going to go up for his favorite target, Octavius Washington, for a touchdown. Now 14-7 Stangs lead. Dominic Everett, though, says, he comes right back for Bayshore with a burst of speed through the middle. There he goes. He's like a fire plug. 40 yards later, he ties it at 14. Later in the second, though, Law's going to take the handoff. He goes 47 yards for a first down and much, much more. That would set up. Wow, look at that. He keeps going. That's going to set up Lindsey on the keeper. He says, I like what Laws did, so he's going to do the same thing. He goes 31 yards, setting up his own touchdown. A couple plays later, the Mustangs go on to win 35-14. And in professional football today, the Tampa Bay Bucks gave up on their 2007 first-round draft pick, Gaines Adams. Shipped him to the Chicago Bears for a number 2 pick in the 2010 draft. He played in 37 games, had 124 tackles, 13.5 sacks, 2 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles, and a partridge and a fair tree. He's gone. Gaines is out. Phillies led the series 1-0. The NLCS going into today's game, too. Vicente Padillo on the mound. Ryan Howard at the plate in the 4th inning with a scoreless game, and he hits a towering home run the other way. Another home run for Ryan Howard. It would stay that way because Pedro Martinez pitched 7 innings of 2-hit, no-run ball for the Phillies. But in the 8th, the Dodgers broke through. They got 2 runs. They won it on a bases-loaded walk. They win it 2-1 to tie the series at 1 game apiece. And the Yankees and Angels had to worry about rain tonight, but they did get the game in. The Yankees led 4-1 in the 8th when I came out here. Weather permitting, Game 2 is tomorrow night. That's all the highlights we have for you tonight on Football Friday night, but you can log on to mysuncoast.com whenever you want. See the highlights of all the games as showed, as the scores, the standings, team pages, mysuncoast.com. Have a great weekend, everybody. Welcome to ABC7's Football Friday night. I'm Don Brennan, and the Bradenton Christian Panthers traveled to Twin Lakes Park tonight for a huge district battle with Out of Door Academy. The Panthers 6-0 over 7-0 overall, 2-0 in the district, while ODA 4-1 and 2-0 in the district. So it is a big district matchup. Panthers want a payback for a 41-6 whooping that the Thunder put on them last season, and it's homecoming for the Thunder. ODA and everybody jacked up for the big game. The Panthers coming through the tunnel. Thunder strike first, though. A.J. Strong goes around the ends, and he goes in. Oh, he just got in there. He gets hit at the goal line, but it is a touchdown. So it's 7-0 Thunder. The Panthers struck back. Miles Braxton Johnson goes to the air for Egan Friedenberg, who's backpedaling, makes the catch, gets in there inside the pylon to tie the game at 7 apiece. Later on, same quarter, Bradenton Christian going for the field goal, but it's tipped, blocked at the line of scrimmage. So the Thunder bringing the force. Second half, Braxton Johnson scrambling for the Panthers, looking to do something, looking to make it happen, but he loses the ball. Out of Door Academy recovers, and they get a field goal out of that turnover for a 10-7 lead. There they go. They got the ball, and they get the field goal. Bang! It's 10-7, baby. And then they bring the heavy lumber. Strong going in again. He's just barreling over people. Another touchdown. Out of Door Academy wins our game of the week, 17-7. They are 3-0 in the district, handing the Panthers their first loss. The Manatee Hurricanes now sharing the same district with Riverview. The 89 state champs of Manatee were honored tonight. Congratulations, guys. We'll never forget you, man. First quarter, Mike Blakely takes the pitch from Breon Carnes, and he turns on the gas, baby. 70-yard touchdown run, and it's 7-0 Hurricanes. As I say every week, they have so many weapons on offense. Gives a little kid a little high five there. Showing a little love late in the first quarter. Travis Trichler back pass for Riverview. He's scrambling. He throws it. Jeremy Jones takes it in. 56 yards later. That would set up a field goal to make it 7-3. Manatee still leading. Jeremy Jones, the younger brother of John Jones. Second quarter, Mike Blakely takes it in. He gets popped right there. He would be injured on the play. He's down. He would have to be taken off the field. He was helped off the field. And on a stretcher, he would not return. We believe it was a concussion. Second quarter, 16-yard touchdown pass from Breon Carnes to Quentin Bundridge. Manatee was up 14-3. Still in the second quarter. Riverview, they have those two running backs, DJ Edwards and John Evans. And Evans shakes off defenders. He goes 48 yards for a touchdown, closing within 14-10 for the Rams. And right before halftime, Breon Carnes goes to the air again. And again, he hits Bundridge. This time, Bundridge goes 44 yards for the touchdown. It was 20-10 at the half, and Manatee wins it 27-16. Cardinal Mooney trying to get back to their winning ways after a bye week. They took on Tampa Catholic tonight. trailing 7-0. The Cougars start to move. Grant Lester going to roll out and hits Cody Tope. Tope is taken down after a 22-yard gain and a first down. They could not get in the end zone, but Porter Wyndham kicks a 39-yard field goal, and it's 7-3 Tampa Catholic. So Mooney's going to kick off. They kick off. It's an onside kick. There it is. They pulled everybody. It's a scramble, but Mooney does recover the ball. First down. Cougars, baby. Soon after that drive, they go razzle-dazzle, baby. Flessner pitches to Grant Talkie. Talkie takes it out, hits Dylan Nopke for 30 yards, but a penalty calls it back. Unfortunately, Tampa Catholic gets the ball, and Christian Green going to keep it himself, goes around the end, going to run over a couple people right there, break some tackles, 39 yards for a touchdown. And Crusaders are about to score again. Mooney forces a fumble on the goal line. Michael Howard comes up with the ball, but it just delayed the inevitable tonight, unfortunately. Tampa Catholic wins it 42-3. Here's some scores for around the Sun Coast. Welcome back. The Charlotte Tarpons are coming off a fierce battle with Venice last week in which they lost. Sean Trent and the Lakewood Ranch Mustangs hosting the Fighting Tarpons tonight. And Mike Bellamy, the Uber back, baby. Charlotte's opening drive. Kyle Midget going to air it out to Joey DeGata for a 7-0 Tarpons lead. And DeGata to beat it, baby. 7-0 Tarpons. Second drive. It was like a 12-play drive. Bellamy tucks the ball in like 8 of the plays, and here he goes. He tries to go one way. He circles back. This is for one of the plays of the year. A circuitous route. He comes back. He's going to get right to the goal line. Bang! He gets hammered by Danny Zarella, but he is in for a score, and it's 14-0 Tarpons in the first quarter. He's unbelievable, this kid. Second quarter, Midget. And it hit Nick Stevenson on a crossing route, and Stevenson just gets in before Zach Larson undercuts him at the goal line, no less. 20-yard touchdown there. Larson back to punt on the ensuing drive. But Hunter McCarthy, it gets blocked, and Hunter McCarthy's going to scramble. Finally, he comes up with it and falls on it in the end zone for another touchdown for Charlotte. Just before the half, Reggie Lindsey's trying to make things happen. Puts it up. He airs it out looking for his guy, Octavius Washington. But Alex Mutt steals it out of the air. He's going to take it all the way back, 50 yards for the score at the half. But you watch this. Not a nice move. He throws the ball in Reggie Lindsey's face after Lindsey popped him at the goal line. Kenny Dorsey was not happy about that, I can tell you that, the assistant coach. Unfortunately, the Tarpons won 49-0, adding insult to injury. The Sarasota Sailors tried to get into the win column against their newest district rival, the Venice Indians. Nice second drive for the Indians. Trey Burton caps it with this 2-yard scamper into the end zone for a 7-0 lead. And as so often happens, he can do it on the ground. He goes to the air. Next drive, he spreads it around. He puts it up in coverage, but the outlaw, Beckett Wales, comes down with it for a 14-0 lead. Mistakes would hurt the Sailors. The ensuing kickoff. The kick is muffed. Bounces around, but Wahim Kapinski ends up coming down with it. And it took a while for the Sailors to get him down. But when they did, the first play, Burton hits running back Josh Boyle for a quick 6. Too easy. Too easy for that right there. 21-0. And the Sailors would not lay down. The ensuing drive, quarterback Sean Hurley. One hand's the high snap, and then he's off. It's like the demolition derby for the big guy. He goes over and around people, burying his own people, and Indians too. 79 yards later, he's got a touchdown. It's 21-7, though. Indians still leading. Then Burton again, looking for the outlaw. And again, Wales trying to reach the goal line. And he's trying to get there, trying to do too much. He fumbles at the goal line. Curran Griffin recovers for the Sailors. But Hurley trying to pass. He's under pressure from the serious defense of the Indians. He puts it up, and Kapinski intercepts. And he's having a nice run back, a couple nice moves. He gets taken out of bounds at the 9-yard line, and Wales finishes the job he had started earlier as he catches this Burton pass for a touchdown. 28-7 lead. The Indians won 48-7. And the Booker Tornadoes playing host tonight to the Southeast Seminole. Booker coach Fred Gilmore looking on their first drive. Southeast forced a punt. But Booker's Jamari Williams couldn't get a handle on it. He muffs it, and Southeast recovers the ball. So with new life on the drive, Tyron Spate not going to let it get away from him. This time he puts it up. He connects with Jonathan Dowling. And he is not in. He was down at the 1-yard line, so they had to settle for a field goal on that drive. Then the Seminoles, Wayman Bowden, showing their running game works too. Nice run up the middle there for the human wrecking ball, setting himself up for this easy 1-yard touchdown. You can't really see him with that mass of people, but it is a touchdown, 9-0 Southeast. Desmond Blue, and they nice tackle right there behind the line, showing the Seminoles defense not taking a back seat to their offense. And again, Spate looks for him, finds open receiver. This time it's Reggie Smalls making a catch for a nice gain. 2 plays later, out on the goal line. Spade isn't ready for the snap. The ball pops into the air. Booker's Oscar Bowman Jr. grabs it, and he goes the other way. 99 yards for a Booker touchdown, making it 13-7 Seminoles. Nice play, Oscar. But Seminoles offense, you know, they're not going to take that sitting down. They're going to come right back. They're going to answer when Spate, again, looks for and finds the big guy. The long-arm monster, Jonathan Dowling, for a 46-yard touchdown pass. It was 26 Southeast, and they went on to win 41-7. And we're making it easy for you to share your videos and photos with us. We have a new place on our website where you can send in our Football Friday Night Shots or video breaking news. Log on to our website at mysoncoach.com at any time to see the videos tonight. That's all we got. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for joining us again here on ABC's Football Friday Night. A great battle tonight for the district title in Class 5A. The Venice Indians traveled up, way up to Manatee to take on the Hurricanes. They ranked 1 and 2 on offense in the area and 4th and 5th on defense. So something had to give tonight. And you got 2 quarterbacks with 7 years experience between them, Trey Burton and Breon Carnes. Breon, it's Ace Sanders, and Ace goes long, 60 yards for a touchdown, and Manatee had a quick lead, 7-0. Venice, first drive for them, 5 yards, and a cloud of dust from Trey Burton. He dives in, gets the touchdown to tie it at 7. Breon, pass is tipped, interception by Mike Herndon, so Venice has the ball. And that's what Peacock said. He goes, you turn the ball over, it's going to cost you. And Trey Burton goes to the outlaw, Beckett Wales, who goes in for into the, with authority, 14-7 Venice. Breon Carnes then going to avoid the sack. He spins out of it. He gets down, nice move right there, another one. Looks like he might get in. He stops. He gets stopped right at the 1-yard line. It is not a touchdown. He was down at the 1. So he would score on the next play, though, and it was 21-13, Venice leading. 8-yard TD run here by Danny Dillard. Just before the half, Venice was up 28-13, but we go to the third quarter after a Manatee touchdown. Drakkar Wilson loses a helmet, gets the safety. Venice now up 28-22. Third quarter still Manatee. Breon Carnes to Ace Sanders. Look at that. He gets out of that and goes in for the score, 48 yards. And it's 29-28. Manatee had come all the way back later in the third period. 34-yard pass from Burton to Josh Boyle. These two have been doing it all year. I mean, the whole team, actually. He gets down into the red zone, and that would set it up for Trey Burton. Yes, from 1 yard out, he is almost impossible to stop. He gets the touchdown. 36-29, the Indians win. They win the district. All right, Riverview Rams took on the Northport Bobcats, and Rambo was jacked up for homecoming. It was 43-29, by the way, the Venice score. Running attack of the Rams is their bread and butter, and John Evans goes 30 yards on this carry for a first down and into the red zone, about the 18-yard line. A few plays later, Evans going to finish what he started with a 7-yard scamper into the end zone. The Rams were up 7-0. Now the Bobcats, they were having some trouble holding on to the ball tonight. This is their second fumble of the night. Lenny Davis recovers it for Riverview, gets right in there, and that puts the Rams in very good stead when they had the ball. They were held, though, so Dan Grachowski going to have to come in, and he boots a 37-yard field goal for a 10-0 Rams lead. The Bobcats showed some fight, though. Travis Trichler, quarterback for the Rams, on the keeper. He goes outside, but then he gets hammered by the Bobcats defense. He was down. Not funny about this. He was down. How he would leave under his own power and come back, thankfully. But in the end, the Rams defense, they were playing Northport and their quarterback like a pinball game. Pinball wizard, there's got to be a twist. The Rams win on homecoming 17-0 next week. John Sprague and the boys take on Sarasota. Bradenton Prep having a great year thus far, taking on Temple Christian. Opening drive for the Patriots. Zach Hammond gets flushed out of the pocket and he takes off. That might have been more dangerous if he fasted. Look at that. Look at him make some moves. He zigged and zagged. He zigged when he should have zagged. 25 yards later, he had a first down, and Jared Williams capitalized. He takes off for pay dirt and a 7-0 lead. The defense then goes to work. Temple Christian goes to the air, but Mike Curry reaches up, way up, and snags it for the INT. So Hammond now goes to the air, and it is the Zach connection. Zach Hammond to Zach Bratton for 25 yards and a touchdown. The Patriots were looking good. Temple punting. Jawan Pollock back to field it. Caught his own 35, takes it, and there he goes. And he makes the move, and he goes some more, and he goes some more. 65 yards later, he's got himself a touchdown and a big Patriots lead. Guidance counselor Diane Smalls knitting a championship flag, I think. Knit one, pearl one, knit one, pearl one. Hammond then drops back again. Hits Ed Brown for another score. Touchdown Brown, they call him. The cheerleaders had a lot to cheer about tonight as Bradenton Prep goes on to win 63-0, and here's a look at some of the other scores on the Suncoast tonight.
Of Sarasota.
Welcome back to ABC 7's Football Friday Night. The Southeast Seminoles, they've been on a tear, and they're undefeated in district play, so they've been revving up for the district. They took on Lemon Bay tonight down at the Manta Ray's place in Englewood. There he is, Coach Messina. I love that guy. Southeast Tyrone Spate passes short to Bo Brandon, who's going to do the rest, make some work. Look at this guy. He's got so many moves. He and Devin Bacon at the wide receiver position, and Jonathan Dowling. Unbelievable. That's a first down. Later that drive, Spate finds Devin Bacon for the touchdown. 7-0 Southeast. He did get in. So it's 7-0. And then Latrey Fagan takes the handoff. Look at him go. He doesn't get as much carries, I think, as the human wrecking ball, but look, he makes them count when he does. Another touchdown for Southeast from about 35 yards again. Spate back to pass. He finds Bacon, who makes a nice over-the-shoulder catch for another long Southeast touchdown. And after a Lemon Bay special teams mistake, Fagan's going to take another handoff. And there he is, goes around the end, cuts inside, and he goes in for the touchdown. And that was it, pretty much. There were a couple nice hits on this play, but Southeast won at 45-0 over the Manta Rays. And Booker Tornadoes play tonight at Braden River as they try to finish strong. Ryan Fisher in for his brother Steven, the quarterback. Steven broke his collarbone 2 weeks ago at Manatee. Now Fisher going to hand off to Jared Payton. Not Walter's son, but another Payton. He goes for a nice run. And that's set up. In the second, that set up another Payton run. Nice run right there. He fumbles, but he recovered his own fumble. And then Hunt goes to the air. Fisher does. He finds Casey Hunt for the touchdown. It was 14-0 Pirates at that point. But Booker, they weren't going to lay down and die after the little chest bump there. Jermaine hands it off to Jeff Callahan. Look at the moves. Oh, and it ends in a fierce collision. I don't know if Callahan took the hit or gave the hit, but it was a good one no matter what. And then Ricky Jones Jr. takes a quick pass from Leverett, goes 30 yards for the touchdown, and 14-7 Pirates. But Fisher had some nice runs himself here. Here he rolls out. He's going to keep it himself. Picks up the first down, and that was in the second quarter. And then he goes to his go-to guy, Tevin Bryant. The bull takes the handoff and just gets in for the touchdown. Booker came back to tie it at 28, but the Pirates went on to win 35-28. Now the ODA Thunder are on a roll, and they played Moorhaven tonight at Twin Lakes Park. Brian Ragone going to drop back the pass. He finds Jamie Onifrak for the touchdown, and the Thunder had the lead. Onifrak is going to FAU next year, D1. So he's a good tight end, but Moorhaven, they got back. Fred Hall going to take the handoff. Makes a move, busts some tackles. 41 yards later, he was down to the 9-yard line of the Thunder. So they were coming to play, Moorhaven was. 2 plays later, Keontae White on the quarterback keeper for the touchdown to tie it at 7. But Ragone is a leader of men, this kid. He's going to drop back the pass. He gets flushed, doesn't see anything. Little coverage problem there. Everybody was covered, so he takes off, makes a move. Picks up the first down. Good job, Ryan. Next play, A.J. Strong. He's going to spin out of one move right here, one tackle. He's going to spin out of another. Spinning, my head is spinning. He gets the first down. That sets up a Ragone keeper. And he finds a seam. 15 yards later, he would go in for the score. Sam Kimmel would add an interception for ODA a little later, and the Thunder went on to win 27-21. The Bradenton Christian Panthers, 7-1 after falling to ODA last week, and they had to come right back and face Evangelical Christian. No slouch. The game was slow to pick up, but when it did, Colton Lynch, whose brother is Corey Lynch of the Buccaneers, was right in the midst of the action with a long run. That one, then he sets up himself. He keeps it himself and goes in for the touchdown. But the Panthers would muff the kick. Evangelical is going to recover it, and it was all Evangelical early on, 28-7. They go on to win. And remember, that's all the highlights we have for you tonight. Football Friday night. You could log on to mysuncoast.com at any time and check out all the highlights you want, all the scores and the standings every night. Thanks to Scott Markuski. Happy Halloween. Have a great weekend and be safe, everybody.